Hello and welcome back to another Pressure HD video. Today we have episode 19 of season 2 of Birmingham of Everton career. No, why am I back in FIFA 14 at the moment? Either way, we begin today's episode off with a game against Reading in round 16 of the FA Cup. Of course, we are in the final of the Capital One Cup, and that is next episode. It's the first game next episode. That's why this episode is slightly shorter. And you will notice that the reason why this episode is short isn't just because there's a lack of games in it, because there isn't a lack of games. It's purely because if I'd have fitted the Capital One Cup game in, it would probably be in about 19 minutes, because that's how long the edit for the Capital One Cup highlights are going to be. But either way, back to the gameplay. Ravini opens the scoring very early on. It's the great philosophy to start out with, isn't it? A goal straight from the off from Alessandro Ravini, the Italian young striker, who I am interested in bringing to a permanent deal to the club, to be absolutely frankly honest. But I've got a question. Should I keep this career mode going and allow players like Ravini to grow, or should I just restart afresh, because Everton are already a very good side who, well, let's be honest, our team at the moment is title winning, and if it's not this season, then it certainly is next season. And I've been very contradictory of the title so far, but either way, back to the gameplay. A Championship Reading are falling apart here, as only 30 minutes in, Ravini gets his third shot on attempt on goal, and he on a hat-trick. He shoots, he scores. Dreadful goalkeeping, and it's a great goal from him. So, like I was saying, 3-0 up against a very poor Championship side at the moment. They seem to not be doing that well in league, and I suppose to get to the round 16 of the FA Cup isn't bad, but they're being demolished, they're being demoralised, and they're being embarrassed here at Goodison Park. I mean, it is very poor goalkeeping from the keeper, but nonetheless, they did get one attack just before the stroke of half-time. When Simon Cox gets on the ball, former Albion man has the shot, and pretty much their first shot does go into the net. So, not much to celebrate about. Currently a consolation goal, maybe a route back into the game, but less likely than likely for sure. Poor defending from Eric Dier, that was there. But either way, again, Simon Cox getting 3 goals in the FA Cup, but because of Ravini's hat-trick, he currently stands as top scorer in the FA Cup within 30 minutes. The 30-minute hat-trick from Ravini. But he gets another chance as the defender messes it up. He takes full advantage, pounces on the opportunity, and smashes it into the corner of the net. It is Alessandro Ravini with, I love his name. What a sick name. Alessandro Ravini. You can just imagine, like, an Italian commentator just going, Alessandro Ravini. Sorry if that sounds stereotypical, but I don't know why I imagine that every time I say his name. Again, poor goalkeeping from the Reading defender from the Reading goalkeeper, of course, but there is no sound from the Reading supporters in the stadium, and 5 goals in the FA Cup for Ravini, 4 of them being today, so he's on fire right now. He is as hot as the blinking sun, and as Bittencourt intercepts, he plays the ball through, a great bit of vision, Ravini's through yet again, and a mere 53 minutes in, he has got 5, yes, 5 goals against Reading. This is a performance and a half. And I mean, this is what I'm on about. Pelostri and Ravini, whilst Lukaku's been injured, they've been the difference between wins, losses and draws. So, the thing about it, Ravini scored 5 goals, we're 5-1 up. Without Ravini in this game, yes, maybe Pelostri would have scored them 5. But, in this case, we can only presume that we wouldn't be as well off as we are here. And despite the fact that we were covering the pitch really against the run of play, we were red-carded as the player Nathaniel Klein draws down and commits a foul. So it is a penalty kick to Reading, probably. I mean, I silly did it at the last moment, and then I just made a few changes as well, so that's why it skipped over the screen. Strootman on for a bit of stability and quality in midfield, I suppose. But it was a chance for Reading to get their second goal of the day. Debatably not deserved, to be honest. We've been that good that this is probably against the run of play, if I'm totally purely honest. So either way, once more, Reading get their second goal. Not much to celebrate about, but their fans go wild for some reason. I mean, yeah, there's support, but then Barry Bannon scoring isn't exactly the, most amazing thing that could happen. Despite their goal, though, nothing else happened. Ravini was prevented of his second hat-trick and couldn't quite take 2 match balls home. even though technically that doesn't happen, does it? I don't know. Comment down below, does that happen? Do they take 2 match balls home if they get 2 hat-tricks? I don't think it does. But either way, into this game. Now, the league action between us and Stoke City. Stoke City newly, not promoted, sorry. What's the word? Newly funded? Taken over? Newly taken over, I suppose, is the best fitting name to that. But either way, Stoke City are currently 7th, I believe they were there, or 6th. They are fighting for a Champions League or even a Europa League place. And I wouldn't be surprised if they went ahead and got it. They've got a very good team, and this is the patch for you. I mean, yes, we won the game 5-1 last time. But this is the true patch. This is a more realistic viewing of what the patch can do when you've got, on paper, 2 evenly matched teams, sort of. I suppose our team is slightly better on paper, and our league position reflects that as well. But this proves that the patch has pretty much ruined the game. It is so difficult to score, and you can prove that by the fact that there was only 2 highlights. I found it very difficult to scouse through the highlights and manage to salvage anything which was worth showing in either the direction of Everton or Stoke. So it means it is a stalemate, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a few more of them. They do need to sort of, the defences on this game just lock out, and it is very, very difficult to score. But we do have the deciding game against Borussia Mönchengladbach. We go in a positive state of mind, and that positive state of mind was very, very quickly turned on its head as they get the first goal. I just gave it away, but it's a good bit of plays. It's played into Marek, and whoever that was. But the shot unleashed isn't quite good enough by Raphael. But once again, the ball is found on the wing. Naismith clears it only as far as Lukaku. He taps it back. It's a poor pass by him. Lukaku has returned for this game. It is the game that he first returned, so it's nice to see him back from his injury. Can he pick up his form, though? That's the question. Well, not so far. It is the edge of the 45th minute. Currently, we have still got our away goal advantage. We don't want to cancel that out. Borussia Mönchengladbach cancel that out, and we lose the goal, concede under horrible circumstances, as the ball was found very well on the wing and whipped into the back of the net by the Mönchengladbach player, and the German side have taken the lead here in the Scouse country. So currently we are 2-1 behind on aggregate, 1-0 behind on the overall scoreline, and we go in behind, and this is dreadful because our poor Champions League performance, well, that proved that we can't mess up in the Europa League now. It would be like being asked to be sacked, although we are doing very well in the league, so I'd feel quite unjust if we were sacked after this game, which, by the way, we aren't. But very, very little, and even though I was on all-out attack, we bow out of the Europa League. It's just not our year in Europe, I suppose. The luck just wasn't in our favour. It just wasn't going to go our way. And that does bring this episode to an end. So I do thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you smash that like button. Again, sorry if the commentary was a bit jiggity-jaggedy today. I'm sort of in a rush and I'm going to go out soon. So it was a bit of a rushed commentary, if you like. It wasn't quite on my mind. But either way, like I said, I do thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.